What's up, y'all? Another big win for the Tigers this week, man. I'm very proud right now to be an LSU fan. Let me fix this the light. There we go. That's better. Before I get into it, just want to say that my bad that I didn't get around to do a preview video. I was not going to do a hype and hate for this game because New Mexico is just out of conference and just overly matched. There was no point for that. I was planning on doing a preview, but I had something to take care of the past week, so I just couldn't do it. But just so you know, if I would have done it, my score prediction for this game would have been that LSU wins this game 52-9, and LSU ends up winning against New Mexico 38-0. That's right, a shutout. And I did not watch most of the fourth quarter, but that being said, most of the second half in particular, because it was my brother's birthday and he wanted me to celebrate around that time. So, but I did get to watch the first half, so that was great. And honestly, let's get to the injuries first. B.J. Ojulari did not play, but he's going to be back this week for the big game against Auburn, which I'll be previewing in a few days. And of course, the hype and hate for that's another conference game, so the hype and hate will be out on Friday night. Who else didn't play? Keishawn Butte did not. Our star wide receiver did not play because it was due to the birth of his child, which I want to give a big shout out to him. Congratulations, that is huge. A baby being born into this world, that's bringing a life into the world. That's huge, and that's definitely a valid excuse to miss a game. And I'm just thankful it came in a game that wasn't as important, that we didn't need him at all. So it's okay, we're all good here. He's gonna be back again for the big game we have. Outside of that, we never really had any injuries, so, and a lot of people got to play in this game. Where do I start with it though? I believe the offensive line played really good. First, the amazing stat about this game is that it was a complete mismatch in total yards. Something that the type of domination I love, that I've wanted to see, which is a total mismatch by us having 608 yards of offense and them having 88. We held them under 100 yards of offense. I don't care who you play, y'all. Holding a team, like, first of all, shutting a team out is hard. And that's why in my score predictions, I almost never will predict a shutout. So, and then, even as bad as offenses that we play, it's hard to hold them under 100 yards. So for us to hold them to 88 total yards, that is just, it shows our defense just stepped up and played disciplined football and just did their assignments and didn't give up any inch, man. They didn't back off and give up any inch at all. And then I like the fight, and that prepares us for bigger games down the road, where we're gonna need some of that. So, New Mexico is I think I don't know how good they really are. I've watched them a couple of weeks earlier this season, and it looked like their defense was pretty good, especially their pass rush. They did get some pressure on us a couple of times, but I knew their offense was just horrible, and I knew our defense wouldn't have a problem. But I did not think we would shut them out and hold them under 100 yards of offense. So that, hats off to the defense. I'm not here to beat my chest out, acting like we did something, but because we're supposed to do this we're supposed to beat these teams 38-0. And in a minute, I will get to why I think 38 was too low for a score from us, and how it's weird that how weird it was that that's the only amount of points we scored, with us putting up over 600 yards of offense. But nonetheless, like I said, I'm not beating my chest. I never beat my chest when we beat Southern. We're supposed to beat these teams. You know, great, but a good win for the team, and you know, it just shows that we came out and with this type of game, you know what you just gotta come and approach the game the right way and play to your standard, and you know, just to get better. And I believe we did that for the most part. We really did. You know, we didn't take this game lightly. We didn't come out and just play with our food. I think we were focused the entire game, which was great to see, especially defensively. The fact that defensively we're focused the entire game like that shows that we're hungry, and you know, we really want to get better. And this, I think they're slowly buying into the new coaching staff, these players. So this is great, man. Right now it's great to be 3-1. Heading into Auburn to face a struggling Auburn team on the road, but it is a tough place to play in Auburn. So you know, that'll be previewed later. But right now, let's get to. I thought the offensive line, for the most part, played pretty well. They're getting better. They did have some pressure on them a couple times, but man, New Mexico has a decent defense, so you know, they tried as hard as they could with what they had. They just, at the end of it, are no match for the talent we have and no match for the coaching staff we have. So New Mexico, thanks for playing. You know, you tried all you could, and you know, these teams get paid a bunch of money because these kind of games against tougher opponents benefit their programs. When you're a weaker team, and you know, you're a smaller school, it benefits you so much to play against a pretty good or even elite competition, because then it gets the players better, it gets the coaches better. When you play, it can only get better by playing those teams. It elevates your game. So yes, most of the time the scores are so lopsided because that's just the talent and coaching does not match up. But the players do get better, and especially that you know, that school has a couple of players that will be playing on Sundays. So you know, hats off to them for trying hard. The positions that I thought we played really well in this week, I thought the secondary played damn well. We just gave up one pass in the third quarter, but otherwise, man, we really shut that down. But the fact, it was weird that they did not throw the ball a lot, but still, like, when we were supposed to, we really limited their yardage, so this was great. And the linebackers flew around all day. The defensive line really got after it. You know, stopping the run, giving up somewhere in the 40s for a run. And I think in both passing and rushing, we gave up like 40-something yards because, you know, their total yardage was 88. So, yeah. I thought as a defense, we really just elevated the game. The offense, we had a lot of bright spots. The offensive line played really good for the most part, but that's also an area we're still improving, but I think we're improving slowly. Jayden Daniels played really well. Just roll, you know, he took only one sack. He escaped. He does what he does best: escapes the pocket and finds the lanes when nothing's open downfield. Otherwise, he rolls out away from. I thought the pocket presence from him was really good against a decent New Mexico front. So I thought he rolled out and made some great throws to the receivers, in which the receivers really played great. Malik Neighbors had a good game. Brian Thomas, a tall receiver, making some moves, juking somebody and racing to the end zone. That was great to see. You know, I thought the running backs for the most part played really well. Josh Williams had a couple of good runs. He had a couple of good passes, got a couple of catches. He's really turning into a serious weapon in the rushing attack and in this offense. So I'm very happy to see that. Armani Goodwin had a good game, could score like 2 touchdowns. Kane finally got a lot of action for the first time since the Florida State game. He broke a 49-yard touchdown in the 4th quarter. He just broke some tackles, stiff on someone, and that's the elite running back that I know he is. It's great. I thought everybody showed out today. John Emery had a couple of runs, but he rarely got the winning carries. They're working and slowly getting in there. I think he's going to be big for us down the road. But overall, running back rotation we had 4 solid backs, which is great. It's what the offense needs. Speaking of it, Armani Goodwin did get a little banged up in the game, and he is day to day. Right now, we don't know. We do not know if he's. My bad for that. My phone's kind of running out of battery, so I'm gonna wrap this up. But Armani Goodwin is day to day, and he's not. We don't know for sure yet if he's gonna play against Auburn. But I don't think his injury is too severe at all. If it's just day to day, it's from BJ Ojolari will be back. Keishan Butte, he had a baby, so he'll be back. Major Burns is a little banged up, but he's gonna be missing like maybe 3 weeks. So, well, we didn't miss him out there this week. No offense to him, but no disrespect to him at all. But some other players got some good playing time, and I thought played really well in the secondary. Seven Banks, the transfer from Ohio State, finally got in there and really made some good tackles. I thought he stuck well with his receivers and his zones. Really, really good. We're getting better each week, man. I see it, man. Special teams in this game was pretty good. Kicking, punting, and coverages for punts and kickoffs. Solid this week. On kickoffs, making hits before they get to even the 20, so that's big. I thought penalty wise, for the most part, we were pretty good. We did have a punt return called back for blocking the back. Jack Besh, he had a good game. He caught a lot of passes in the absence of Keishan Butte. We put him at that position. And he even returning punts, and he did pretty good there. And he broke one loose for a touchdown, but he got called back because of a block in the back. Otherwise, man, that was an extra touchdown we could have had. Had there not been a stupid penalty. But it's all good, man. I'm very happy to be a Tiger fan right now. We're doing what we're supposed to do right now. We're making adjustments. We're correcting things. I just hope for this year. I just hope we reach this team's potential, which is probably not going to be. We're probably, most likely we ain't going to the playoffs or going to go compete for a championship. But we have potential to be pretty damn good. I just hope we can reach that. Beat some teams down the road. But right now we're just taking 1 week at a time, man. And New Mexico is over with, so now it's on to Auburn, and that preview is coming real soon. So stay tuned for it. Savage Tiger's gonna get at you guys, man. But outside of that, I really got nothing else to say. So like the video, comment, subscribe, share it. Only if you feel like it. You don't have to if you don't feel like it. But and go Tigers. You know what it is.